It was a pleasant Sunday in the city of Manchester when His Royal Highness Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, was asked a cheeky question that caught him by surprise during his visit to a youth club. The future King of England was interacting with young people at the Hideaway Youth Project, which is the lead partner of the Manchester Peace Together Alliance, in the neighborhood of Moss Side. While meeting the youth, an 11-year-old boy named Amir Hassan decided to ask the prince how much money he had in his bank account. This question tickled Prince William and made him laugh, as he was not expecting to be asked about his personal finances during a charity event. After chuckling at the bold inquiry, the Duke of Cambridge admitted that he did not actually know the precise amount of money currently in his royal bank account. As a senior member of the British royal family, Prince William has access to enormous wealth and assets. He is estimated to be personally worth around £1 billion, thanks largely to inheriting his father's expansive Duchy of Cornwall estate. The duchy generates over £20 million in revenue annually. When combined with the net worth of the entire royal family, Prince William's fortune is likely over £20 billion. However, the down-to-earth royal does not seem to regularly check his account balances. The visit to the youth center was meant to mark the launch of the Royal Foundation Community Impact Project, which Prince William was showing his support for by pledging £100,000 in funding through his charitable organization. He was joined by the Mayor of Manchester, Andy Burnham, to highlight this new community initiative. During his time at the center, the prince also met with local youth and families who shared stories about dealing with violence and loss in Moss Side. One emotional moment occurred when Prince William hugged Barbara Reed, the mother of Jesse James, a teenager who was tragically shot and killed in Moss Side in 2006. The two stood in front of Jesse's wall, a memorial site for the young man. The prince somberly listened to Barbara's heartbreaking statement about her son's death. William was also seen being gifted a friendship bracelet by a young girl during the visit, showing how his down-to-earth charm connected with the local youth. Prince William opted for a casual outfit for the Manchester visit, wearing a blazer, trousers, and a light blue jumper. He completed the look with brown suede shoes. This comfortable ensemble reflected his engaged and informal attitude while spending time with the youth community members. The prince appeared to be in high spirits, smiling and chatting as he met with volunteers and locals. He even enjoyed a game of pool, looking very focused on the table while some observers snapped photos. But one of the most emotional conversations occurred with 57-year-old Audrey Preston, who lost her 21-year-old son to violence 3 years ago. She remarked that it meant a lot for Prince William to visit Moss Side and listen to the stories of grief-stricken mothers like herself. She was initially skeptical about what the visit would entail, wondering why the Duke of Cambridge would want to hear from people like her. But she found the experience very meaningful, saying the personal conversations were good for the entire community. Overall, Prince William's visit to the youth center allowed him to connect with Manchester locals from all walks of life, especially families affected by violence and loss. He demonstrated his compassion and willingness to listen to their stories. The prince also used the visit to bring attention and financial support to community programs aimed at providing positive outlets and guidance to youth. By engaging in games of pool, accepting handmade gifts, and having lighthearted chats about his own finances, the future king represented the down-to-earth character of the modern British monarchy. Of the supervisors there, if he would like to participate in an arts and crafts project that the kids were working on. The project involved the children cutting out images of hairstyles from magazines that they felt represented empowerment and positive self-image. Prince Charles, with his famously thinning hairline, joked in response, "I'm literally the last person you should ask. My hair is disappearing." Later during his visit, Prince Charles was photographed laughing and posing for pictures with the young people at the community center. He seemed to be having an enjoyable time interacting with the children. After taking photos, the prince sat down with some of the kids who were doing arts and crafts projects. He watched with interest as they carefully cut out magazine images and glued them to construction paper. One of the supervisors again invited Prince Charles to join in on the hair empowerment art project. Though he politely declined to actually cut out any pictures himself, the future king repeated his earlier joke about not being the best role model when it comes to hair. "I'm literally the last person you should ask," Prince Charles said lightheartedly. "My hair is disappearing." Prince Charles' visit to the Children's Community Centre was related to a new initiative that he has started in partnership with Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. Together, Prince Charles and Mayor Burnham are supporting the community group Manchester Peace Alliance with £100,000 in funding. The money will be used to create an employment, skills training, and mentorship program for young people in Manchester who are at risk for becoming involved with violence. This is the first time that the Manchester Peace Alliance, which takes a community-led approach to combating the root causes of youth violence, will receive funding and other support from Prince Charles. Mayor Burnham expressed his delight at the chance to collaborate with the Prince on this impactful program for Manchester's youth. "We know that working with partners and communities to provide opportunities for young people to engage in positive activity is the most effective way to ensure young people do not get involved with crime or violence," Burnham explained. "We're committed to doing all we can to stop crime and violence, and the development of a dedicated employment, skills, and training program for young people at risk of violence, in partnership between the Alliance, Manchester City Council, the business community, and Royal Foundation will certainly support this." For his visit to the community centre, Prince Charles opted to dress down in relaxed attire, including a casual blazer, trousers, a cerulean blue jumper, and brown suede shoes. He seemed completely at ease interacting with the children while dressed in his approachable outfit. The new initiative between Prince Charles and the Manchester Peace Alliance will mark the first time that the Alliance is collaborating directly with private sector businesses. The corporate partners have agreed to provide job shadowing opportunities, apprenticeships, and potential employment placements for the young people in the program. July Wharton, a director at one Alliance community organization called the Hideaway Youth Project, shared her enthusiasm about the new program. "All of us at the Manchester Peace Together Alliance are absolutely delighted by the initiative being launched today," she said. "At the Hideaway, we place ourselves at the center of the community in Moss Side so we can understand the needs of our young people and ensure we are doing all we can to prevent them from being impacted by the devastation that youth violence can bring." The program that Prince Charles and Mayor Burnham are funding will last for 3 years. Over that time, the Manchester Peace Alliance will work closely with their new private sector partners to give the young participants workplace experience and training that will hopefully lead to gainful employment. Prince Charles' own Royal Foundation will also be involved in supporting the initiative. Though Prince Charles made jokes about his diminishing hairline during his visit, he seemed genuinely engaged with the children at the community center. His willingness to provide substantial funding and resources for youth empowerment demonstrates the Prince's commitment to making a real difference in the lives of young people from challenged backgrounds. The collaboration between the Manchester Peace Alliance, local government, businesses, and Prince Charles Foundation highlights the potential for innovative partnerships to create positive change. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.